Hello, everybody. My name is Frigid Hyperion, and welcome back to the Wilds of Wildemount campaign. We're on part 2 of session 28 now. We had gone to the bathhouse to relax for a little bit, played a little prank on Animo, talked about the heist before going to the auction house, and we are now at the auction house.
That's right. Let me get beats going.
Beats by Dre.
In auction.
In the auction house, each of you has taken your seats, handed numbers according to who is buying, right? As auctions often go, and that is briefly explained or surmised. Each thing is bidded on based on the raising of the little fan/paddles. The raise of each bid varies on the original starting price, which is the starting price that you see here. Each of those, they start at half value, right? All manner of people are seated around you. Next to Brine is Churi. Chichuri. It's Chichuri, that jovial, roundish halfling. The other couple of people that you note is an extravagantly dressed gnome who seems to be carrying some sort of ledger that's nearly as large as he is. And
How absurd.
a interesting looking man. You would assume that he is some sort of tiefling, but you're really not sure. He is a wait, Control Windows S. Is that it? Control Windows F? No, that's speech recognition. Control Shift S. How do you take? Never mind. I'll find it.
Screenshots?
No, it's snipping tool.
Oh, isn't it Windows Shift S?
Is it Windows Shift S?
Yeah.
I did
But,
Control
yeah,
Windows
it's Windows
S.
Shift S for the
That's
screen.
okay.
It's Windows Shift S.
Thank you, Ness.
I'm going to. Yeah, no
some
kidding, I
computers
can't
allow
do-
print screen.
Yeah, but then you can't snip, right? And you want to snip.
I mean, screen snip for me is Windows Shift S. I'm not sure what computer you're running on.
I just. Yeah. Yeah. I'm so sorry. I should have prepared this, but I didn't. Because this is an interesting and important character as well. You see an interesting looking man. He appears he appears to be kind of chuckling to himself at nothing, making no noise, just kind of amused in general at this whole ordeal. Not quite a tiefling, something else, but your best bet is tiefling, as far as you know.
An amalgamation of races.
The most important, like the most visually stunning part of him is a large jewel in his eye, completely taking the space. It's a vibrant purple that almost shimmers. with some sort of unseen movement underneath it. Definitely a unique individual. And I actually found a picture that I wanted to use as well for the halfling. Windows Shift S. Because I found a few pictures. So, as well, let me pop this here. The halfling.
Handsome looking fellow.
Why? Why does he look like Gaston?
No one fights like Gaston. No one bites like.
No one bids like Gaston.
When I was a lad, I ate 4 dozen eggs.
Okay, we are going to
Take
get
it
taken down.
And
You're
now
going
I'm
to
a
take
man, I eat 5 dozen
Rocky.
eggs.
Rocky
Thank
has
you, please
enough.
stop. Okay. Alrighty. The familiar uptight woman that you saw before. Professional in every single way. Steps up onto the stage. And we are going to begin this tiny little auction mini game. Basically, we're not going to do this all because God forbid is a lot. But as we go through, you are able to place bids. You won't have much time in between them. So if you're going to decide to place a bid, say it rather quickly. And we will be rolling. Every time, depending on the rarity of the item, there are a variety of people who are also bidding for it. You basically are rolling insight checks, plus a base value of 8, plus the item's rarity, plus various other minor factors. And your goal is to beat that DC in a 5 out of 8 rounds. So out of 8, you have to win 5 times, right? You can't lose more than 3.
These are insight checks, right?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So I can cast Enhance ability on whoever's rolling, and they can. Okay.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go to the party. I'm gonna say, anybody here want to step in and try a little hand at bidding?
I could. I have a little bit I could use.
All right. Would you? There's a little bit of perceptive enhancement to go with that. I'm gonna cast Enhance ability and give Owl's Wisdom to Moonsing.
And that's a D4.
Perfect.
What is Owl's Wisdom? Is that an advantage?
You advantage on all Wisdom checks, including ability checks like Insight.
Plus a D4.
You basically just get advantage. No D4, just advantage.
Okay.
D4's guidance.
Okay, yep.
Which in this case you wouldn't be able to use. Now,
Yeah, and guidance goes away after 1 use, so probably better off with Enhance ability, which is
Yeah.
spammable.
So-
I mean,
I want to give you guys an example of what it's like. So we put something up for sale. Say it's the 10 bottles of Cutthroat Silver White Wine, right? I have a DC set, right, for each of these items, based off of their rarity, who all is interested in them, and whatnot. I roll a D20 plus my modifier, any modifier that I may have, which is the modifier. You get it. And you have to beat the DC. Now, if you beat it by less than 5, the price rises appropriately for the item rarity level. Um, for example, a common item maybe starts at 50 gold, right? The first time that you roll, you win. You win the roll. If my thing beats yours, then it only rises by 5, and you can try again. If you lose the roll by greater than 5, it adds 5. If you lose it by greater than somewhere between 6 and 10, it's plus 10 gold. If you lose by 11 to 15, it adds 25, which is half its value. And if you lose by 15 or more, the bid increases to double its price.
Oh.
But it really depends on a variety of factors. Now, the person who is rolling also doesn't have to do it alone. Each of you, anybody else who's doing it, is allowed to influence the challenge by helping, right? And we'll kind of like talk what you do, how you help, but yeah. So you'll be able to help, and that'll change the DC. You all also notice that there is somebody who is not dressed as well as everybody else here. He's kind of like looking around, not focusing much at all on the actual bids, but rather the people who are bidding. And for your information, this is a person that you can use to help influence bids. You can pay him 10%, and he will try to raise the bid for somebody else. And he will work very hard at it, and that will make the DC one way or the other easy. He might provide a distraction or something like that if you are so used to something like that. Otherwise, you can just go about your own wits.
So, I do have something I want to do, kind of obviously, but it doesn't involve me actually playing the game, because I can't afford anything.
Right,
No,
totally.
Will there be opportunities for me to do that?
Yes.
Okay.
But, if it's... You'll have to let me know, because I'm not going to roleplay through everything.
Okay.
So, like, what are you going for, so I can make it happen?
First, I'm trying to figure out whether he's talking big talk when he said he was going for the Cube of Force, or whether he's actually going for the Cube of Force.
Okay.
And that would show, when he's betting, right?
Mm-hmm.
I want to get info on, because he kind of let slip that he was collecting for someone, right? I want to get info on who that someone is. And, if possible, I'm wondering if I can get it or something else as a gift from him. And I am willing to use both persuasion and quite possibly suggestion.
To get it from him?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If he wins his bet.
Is a cute force.
Mm-hmm.
Like, come on. How could you not at least attempt to get it?
Right.
Okay. Fight with the big guns today. Okay. So, that's okay. I had a plan for things like this.
Oh no.
Hey, the plan doesn't necessarily involve me being unable to get it. It involves it being difficult and interesting.
Mm-hmm. As you look around you, the lot of folks that surround the area, all sorts of I don't know how to fucking say that word. Eccentric types. Huh.
Yeah, that's how you say it.
Eccentrics.
Yeah, eccentric types.
Yep.
It feels weird.
People.
It feels as weird as they are.
Did you just say you people, Rocky?
I said weird people.
there.
I said weird people. I have
What
no
do you
idea.
mean, you people?
Yeah, what do you mean
I
by
didn't say
you people?
I said weird people. You guys
Okay.
decide.
So, to give you all an example of exactly what's going on here, for the 10 bottles of Cuthras silver white wine, starting price is at $3.50. Please pretend like you are bidding on it. Okay?
Is it like $3.50 for all 10 bottles, or is it $3.50 for individual but there's 10 in stock?
It's 10 bottles.
Oh. Okay.
Okay? So, if I could have you please, Moonzik, roll me to pretend to bid on this.
So like an insight, right?
Yep, you'll be rolling insight.
Whoops, did not mean advantage.
Okay.
7.
You did mean
Oh,
advantage.
you get advantage.
Duh. So 16. Cool.
So 16 beats that DC. So the price on the 10 bottles of Cuthra silver wine has increased by, I'm pulling up my chart, has increased by 25 gold. Okay? So to bid again, the now price is $3.75. If you're still interested, you can bid again. For the sake, bid again.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, you win again. You win that one again. I got some pretty shitty rolls. So now you won, so you increase the bid yet again by 25. Remember, you have to win 5 times. You have to have the majority of 8.
Mm-hmm.
So, increase it yet one more time to 400. Try it again. Oh, you just rolled again. I'm so sorry. So you lose. You lose by. Let me see there. So that would be. That would increase the bet by 50. So now the bid is at 450. So, and you lost that one.
Yep.
So try it one more time.
And, like, I know this is an example of everything, but, like, at any point I could say I'm not interested in this item anymore and just not bid.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Okay.
Wow.
16
All
again. And you succeed. So now you're at 3 successes, 1 failure. Right? But it still increases by 25. So now you're at 475.
Okay.
One more time. Let's do it again. That's a nat 20. And criticals count as a double success. So you are officially the owner of this of 10 bottles of Krethras silver white wine for 450.
Okay. And I take it
Does that make sense?
that critical failures would count as 2 failures then.
Correct.
Okay. That makes sense.
Not that you ever have to worry about fucking critical failures.
You have a 1 in 400 chance to have a critical failure.
Hey, 1 in 400s have happened in this game twice.
That happened to
So-
Kale a lot for whatever reason with D&D.
A
No.
lot.
Like 4 nat 20s in a row. Still fucking butthurt
Also,
about
2
that.
nat 1s on advantage also happened to me.
So, with this as well, now when it comes to selling your owlbear eggs, the exact same thing will be true, but inverse, right? So you're going to be rolling the DC, right? And then I'm going to be trying to beat your DC,
Interesting.
right?
Because we're betting on it to
how
try
much
and make
does
the
the
price go
auction
higher,
house-
but not necessarily buy it.
So yeah, you're like basically the house, right? But not.
Right.
You're everybody else, right?
I do
That
have
makes
the
sense?
question. I do have the question. How much was the house taking in commission?
10, I think.
10%.
10%.
10%. So in order to
Um,
make profit over just selling this at the alchemy shop, it needs to reach at least 600 gold. Or, actually no, because it starts
starting
at
price is
750,
750
so we're
each.
always making better than we were at
Yep.
the alchemy shop.
Yep.
Nice.
So, that's how that basically operates. I know it's a little complicated, but this is going to be a system that we'll use in the future because especially as we get later in the game, you guys are going to want to auction things, selling or buying them. So it's going to be the same system. So it's important that everybody kind of is clear about how that operates. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because I'm certain that you guys are going to come back to at least a
One auction.
auction.
And what's interesting is the at least 5 means that we will constantly, like, it will never be the base price. We're never gonna get lucky and just have nobody else bet on it.
Correct. Because you can make a profit, right? You can, and everybody there knows that with any of these things, your goal is to make a profit, right? So
Or
you're
at least
going
get
to
it cheaper
really
than.
want the thing that you're
Right.
collecting.
And by the way, getting it for 450 when the starting gold was 350 is very good, because then
yes.
the base price we can assume is around 700.
Right. If you sell it to the right person. Because that's what
Right.
the resale price is always about, like, if you were just to
To
give it
sell
away,
it to,
basically. Right,
right.
as
To-
is, not to the
to
right
sell
person.
it to the wrong person. It's all about selling to the right people.
Okay. That being said, are we going to auction for anything?
I wouldn't mind trying for the haversack.
Wonderful. Nice, easy, low bids.
And for a useful item.
Let's see here. Okay. Perfect. I have that pulled up there. We'll go ahead and start this off. So go ahead and roll me your advantage insight.
Whoops, that was the wrong tab I wanted to pull up. 19.
That succeeds. The base gold price now is at 55. All right, one more time. Oh, one more time. A few more times.
Yep.
That also succeeds. It's now at 60.
Okay. I thought you said it started at half of the resale value.
No. Those are already halved.
Oh, okay.
That's the price they start at.
I gotcha. Okay. My bad. That was my mistake.
That was a success one more time. The bid is now at 65 gold for the handy haversack. Oh my god, I'm rolling trash, and you're doing wonderfully. That's at 70. See if you can beat again.
Enhance ability.
Last one, yeah?
If I succeed, it's the last one.
Yeah.
And you succeed.
And he
You
succeeds. GG.
have the handy haversack for 75 gold to
Not bad.
number 104.
Woo! 75.
Perfect. Alrighty. What about the trained riding horses?
I mean, I can't bid on them. Not in this situation.
Mm-mm.
You guys gonna bid?
I basically just like gambled or like auctioned away a good chunk of my money.
Sorry, I didn't even think about putting the owl eggs ahead of time, too. But it is what it is. You guys came late to the game.
That's
Well,
fine.
I mean, we'd in all cases we'd be bargaining with money we were betting on having. So like, also we're gonna need to get tax and saddles and stuff like that as well. It might be easier at a stable, just with a group price and some convincing.
Okay. What about the spell book?
I can't afford it, so
Okay.
someone else is coming.
The other interesting one that we were curious about is the Cube of Force, right?
Right, but this
Um,
isn't. But what
You're
I will
not
say,
rolling.
right, this is entirely both up to my ability to convince him to go for it and his ability to bet.
If he somehow
No.
manages to do that and convince him to give over a 31,000 gold
Oh,
piece
oh,
item,
no, no.
I would go down in
62,000 gold
history. 62,000.
pieces item.
I would go down in history as just being an absolute legend. You know what? You might as well just switch the class to Bard, because apparently convincing people is more useful than...
May I
Sorry.
play the game, Rocky?
Alright.
Okay, so the Cube of Force bid starts at 31,000. Let me roll some dice here. Okay. Let's see here. Ba-ba-ba-ba. You see that there is a massive back and forth, particularly between the interesting man with the gem for an eye and the sweaty halfling that you see next to you, as he currently very deep in thought as he raises these bids.
I'm gonna attempt something to help keep the price a little lower.
Okay.
I'm going to cast Message.
Oh.
To speak directly into the mind of the man who is bidding.
The other one, the one with the eye.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say?
Hello. Thank you for your interest in purchasing me.
What the fuck?
I can't wait to be in your home.
Yeah.
Roll me a persuasion or performance check,
Oh.
or intimidation. That.
Intimidation.
I would love to do persuasion if I'm allowed to.
Yeah.
I would love to be in your home. That's
Okay.
funny.
You see the man with the jewel encrusted eye kind of smile to himself and look directly at you.
Oh.
And he gives you a one-eyed wink.
Oh.
I'll wink back. Game recognizes game.
um, very, very fun, but that is a person that.
Oh, I'm hyper interested in them now. Even if I don't get this cube of force, we talking.
He that little smile and a wink that he gave you as he raises his bid even higher.
Oh shit!
It is now currently at 72,000 gold pieces.
Holy shit!
You see the halfling next to you. He looks a little pissed as he raises it yet once again. Oh my god. It is now at 82,000 gold pieces.
Jesus.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Holy fuck!
I
And
would like to bid on it.
No!
I'm kidding.
are you going to bid on this?
No.
No, my god.
no.
If you
For
put
the
that,
rest of his life.
Dude, I don't want to turn this whole campaign into paying, like, watching Don, like, have to pay off debt. It's gonna be really tragic and sad.
Oh god, right?
You know what? Like, no.
But it'd be funny.
only
It
for
would,
5
but, like,
seconds in a montage. After that, no.
Less than 5. That is $87,000. Is the current bid rate. You see the halfling next to you kind of glance at you and says, "I can't do more than I don't know what his voice is. I can't do more than 100,000." He kind of mutters under his breath.
I'm just gonna lean into him, kind of press myself up against him a little bit. Just be like, it's fine. You've been very impressive. Even if you don't win it, you've been
Roll me a persuasion
so
check.
impressive.
Oh my god. Fucking gaslighter.
Okay.
Oh my god.
19.
The halfling kind of smiles to you as he raises the bid one more time.
Tear rolling down his cheek.
No, he actually seems to be very confident, but with that, the gentleman with the golden crested eye stands up and says, "I'll buy it." I'll buy it for 150,000 gold pieces. And everybody in the room goes quiet.
I'm gonna gasp, like really dramatically gasp.
I'm just, I'm gonna clasp my hands over and just whisper to this halfling. He clearly needs it for something desperate.
Sold to number 44.
Wouldn't it be funny if his number was 150?
What's with you loving 4 right now? 4.
4 means death in Chinese.
I can only count to 4.
Hey, yo!
I thought 4 and death were similar words in Japanese.
No, Chinese too.
Yep, both.
I'm Chinese. And it's pronounced similarly, so it's associated with death.
Although, what an interesting battle. The two of you going at it. I have chills just thinking about it. Do you know that man?
I've seen him a couple of times.
He do this
He
often?
doesn't. Sometimes he comes around only for the rarest of items. Tell you, I've probably seen him around in the auction house 3 times ever. But when he comes, it's always
Must
a
be
battle.
vexing to lose prizes to him, especially with him not having the tenure that you do here.
Yes, it's pretty vexing, I suppose. What can you do? 'Tis the game. I'll just have to tell my patron. He's not going to be pleased about losing this one.
Your patron, huh?
Warlock puppies.
Who might that be, out of curiosity? You can tell me anything. I'm an open book.
Persuasion.
Question: you have proficiency to deception?
I actually have persuasion proficiency to persuasion, and Thief said persuasion. That is a 21.
This is actually contested because this is kind of.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, I hope you have proficiency in persuasion, because you got a +7. Like, how else you gonna get that?
Okay. He kind of looks at you and smiles, and he says, "A very, very rich man.
Okay.
I don't actually know his name, but that's how these things often go."
Well, he must be quite impressive to have a man such as you in his employ.
Lots of people employ me. Only the richest and most noteworthy of people. Gives you a smile. Kind of like a skeevy smile. But it continues. The medallion also gets bought. He is a bunch of dice.
I'm not sorry, Kale.
Yeah. What are you sorry
That
for?
is a overwhelming success.
I love it.
He so that's he buys the medallion thoughts for a measly 7,500.
Ooh.
He outbidded everybody very quickly. Seemed very determined. Nobody wanted to fuck with him after he just
after losing that
Apparently.
bidding war, like he was just shown
Casually
as
raising
being
a 100k bid by 50%.
right.
Oh, this is a different guy. Yeah, but yes. Oh, I forgot to mention. That jewel encrusted my the jewel encrusted eye man. The halfling tells you before we actually moved past it. He tells you that he only goes by the broker.
The what?
The broker.
The broker.
Oh.
The broker.
A broker.
Interesting.
The broker.
He says to you, the last time he was here, he bought a measly little locket. And didn't seem to have much worth whatsoever. Yet he laid down 750,000 gold pieces for it.
What the fuck?
Why even bid against such a man? willing to drop everything for a locket worth seemingly nothing.
He has skipped out on a few things he's bid before, but to be honest, it only ever feels like he does it to raise prices. I think he gets a kick out of it.
I'll let you in on a little secret. I think he can cast magic.
I guarantee it. Most of the types here can. Look around. And looking around, you see like a variety of people, all like eccentric and like paying close attention. You have no doubt that the people in this room are, most of them, magically inclined one way or the other.
You could just randomly see them holding casting focuses, just
right.
I mean, I believe he might be a little more magically inclined than most people in this room. Able to detect magic cast near him.
I'm getting the fucking feeling that that guy is going to be more prominent in this game than what we're letting on.
Oh, I am definitely talking to him, at the very least.
Yeah. I'm getting vibes.
To confirm my suspicions, I would love to speak with him. Do you think you could give me an introduction? You guys seem to at least know a little bit about each other.
I suppose. I can
Thank
absolutely walk you that way. Okay. Let's seeing here. Okay. I would say this is important because I kind of skipped over it, and I think it's kind of interesting. You notice that in that round with the Cube of Force, the paying attention to the man only known as the Broker, he did not immediately start bidding. Instead, you saw that he waited about 4 or 5 rounds before putting in his first bid. That it was everybody else who was bidding for the cube. There was multiple people.
Right.
So, I mean, from what we can extrapolate from that, he's looking for other people who might be interested in this particular item, right, before just taking it for himself anyway. Right?
That makes no sense.
Not really, no.
Because clearly he just paid more than they're willing to pay.
Yeah, but he could also
looking at who's interested in the item for whatever reason.
Yeah, he could also be looking
Let's have
to
a
sell it to them for a higher amount.
You literally can't. Because they would have bid higher until they were no longer willing to pay.
I
don't think you understand what they're saying.
Yeah.
So what if I can rephrase what Rocky and Don were saying, is that he waits before he starts bidding to get an idea of who wants the things as well, who's willing and how much they're willing to put down for it before he even enters the battlefield.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. Well, the point is
but Don said something about selling it to those people, and that's kind of useless.
No, but here's the thing. There's a connotation with that item, right? Which is that it prevents things from going through. There's a lot you can do with that, namely protecting a certain thing, an object, or a certain room, or a certain thing. I'm not sure how that would tie in, but this is just like an assumption from looking at that. But he might be looking for... not only does he want the item for himself, but he might be looking for someone maybe trying to keep it... he's trying to keep, like, a certain item away from somebody, or he's trying to, like, do something along the lines of... like safeguard a certain thing that he has, right? Because like the most practical use I can find right now, for people like that is probably like that they want to, you know, be safe, right? He's just sort of scouting out people who are the connotation of owning a cube of force, right? That's what I can assume from this.
Okay.
Could be totally wrong, but
So, we are going to move on to a very important sale. The sale of the 2 owlbear eggs. You're setting the DC, I presume, for that in particular, Moonzik, correct, Cameron? Considering you have advantage?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does anybody have a really high insight?
no, mine is a plus.
Soren.
I think mine is.
What's yours?
Mine is a +2.
Yeah, I know.
No.
My insight is a +7.
Why have we not casted
Because you didn't ask for
cast
it.
enhance ability on you? Please.
Okay, do
Well,
we
you can
want...
switch.
Okay. The
Okay.
average roll is... the average roll is a 13. So, do we want really high...
You're setting the
math
DC,
works-
not bidding.
The math
Oh, you can
works,
choose whoever you want.
the math works a little better with
Soren.
Soren.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Right.
And this is not like anything crazy. It's
Just
just
like-
setting the bid, right?
Right,
You guys
'cause-
aren't buying it.
Because, like, in our grand scheme of things, whoever rolls with the advantage has the potential of rolling a nat 20. And if that were the case, his nat 20 is better than my nat 20.
Right, but he doesn't get advantage. This spell was cast on you.
I mean, I can
Unless
always cast
Rocky
on
wants
myself.
You can cast it back on Soren, right?
I
Like
can-
you're
I can-
forgetting I have multiple spell slots.
That's true.
I would
I
say you
also
guys
have the
do have
spell.
enough preparation time, so like whatever you guys want to do to make this go in your favor, go for it.
Buff the heck out of Soren.
Yep.
Soren, you want to ask for a for guidance from
It only works for the first roll,
yeah.
and it's only saving throws.
Well, it only works for one roll with.
What?
Oh, guidance is
isn't
not saving
really
throws. Sorry,
saving
I
throws.
think of resistance.
Enhance ability.
You want to ask Windchime for
Also,
guidance?
You get to choose resistance as well. The reason they do that is because then you can choose. I'm not going to use resistance to maintain concentration because that's stupid, right?
Yep.
You want to use it on like frightening presence.
It doesn't matter too much. You can have if that was a conversation that was had, you can have guidance for the first roll, but after that there isn't. It goes too quick.
Okay, I'm gonna mage hand, sneak a mage hand across the chairs and then poke him.
I'm
And,
sitting like right
I'm
next
gonna
to you. I
cast enhance
thought.
ability on him.
You guys are sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Oh. You know what? I'm sitting to his left, and I'm going to sneak a mage hand to his right, and then I'm gonna poke him from his right.
Okay.
He's gonna feel a tap on the shoulder, and
I'm gonna look over.
That's being an asshole with just more steps.
it is, but it's funny.
The sigh.
By the way, you have no clue it was me.
Okay, so go ahead and you will be rolling. To each of your rolls, you will be adding a +2.
+2.
Yep.
Okay.
+2.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
+2 pluses plus is plus.
+2 plus is plus plus. Okay, so you want me to start rolling?
Go ahead. You can go ahead and roll. I'm
Advantage.
already rolled.
Oh, I clicked it, but it didn't go through. Oh, I did click it. It went through. 24 and then 21 for the next one.
Okay, so that's
Oh, wait, no, 26 and 23 for those.
yep.
So it's 2 rolls.
That was a 19, which is greater than 5. Where did I put this? There it is. That is raises by 150 for 900 gold for the first owlbear.
Nice.
Go ahead and roll
wait,
again.
we're doing
So
the,
he did it 75 twice. Did it
I
75
rolled
twice
twice.
because he rolled twice by accident.
yeah, I don't know if you are taking
Oh,
both
I
of
can-
those.
I just took the first one. Well, I figured because it was like for some reason I thought you just rolled it twice, so I just took the highest number.
I mean, you can take both of them.
Because they're both
Okay,
at advantage,
sure.
right?
Let's
They're
go
both
ahead.
above 20.
I will roll the next one. That is a 19, so that still fails, but it's raised by less than that, so it's by 75, so 975 is the current bid. Go ahead and roll again.
Ooh, yikes. 19.
Yikes,
Oh,
19.
that's fine. That's very fine.
Did you fail?
So that raises the bid by
only just a
minus
19.
2 second. So this. So that is 175. So that's 100. Wait. Plus 150? What is 95 plus 150?
1,125.
45.
125? 100 and
1125.
20.
150.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1125.
1125.
You're right. Yes, because it's just subtract 25.
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Oh,
25.
Damn.
That is a critical success. So,
No.
that is 2 successes. So the bid is currently at 1,200. That is only 2 successes we've had so far. So,
Yeah.
go ahead
Keep going,
and roll
Don.
again.
Those are the prettiest eggs you've ever seen.
27.
Oh,
27.
That is by greater than 15.
Man, I
so
love artificial
that
injections.
is double. That is double the current. Oh, excuse me. That is double plus 750. So
What?
that is 108.
It's basically Don is right now making us an absurd amount of money
Right?
as long as he doesn't.
And this-
279.
only one of the eggs.
This is
my
only
God!
one of the eggs. You are right.
Don, you are amazing.
See, this
Go
is why
ahead,
we
roll
don't
it
hand
again.
over the owlbear eggs for 1,000. It's
23.
Don is amazing.
Holy fuck.
Guys,
no.
still rolling.
Because Don is amazing.
God, this is
you
quite a
doubted my
bidding war over
power.
the eggs.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's actually
Yeah. Screw.
well within reason. For the
Yeah,
eggs.
no, that makes sense.
It's well within reason. So that is
Oh, we're well over the
10?
expected limit. Because what were they? They were supposed to be 1,500?
Yeah.
This is the fucking first
But it-
one.
Let's go!
Yeah. We still have.
So,
another
about
one.
that devil's lettuce. Or devil's bloodleaf.
Deviled lettuce?
Yeah, about that devil's bloodleaf that we were.
Yeah, actually.
That we were gonna get.
No, Don.
we
The
might
deviled lettuce comes
consider
later
just
at the
buying.
at the den.
750.
We might consider just buying it outright and using the fact that we are all friends to try and keep it cultivated. Druid, please help.
Coughs.
I don't
Coughs
think
in a one
Druid
in
magic
nature.
works on magical plants.
Oh my god.
Holy fuck!
Okay. Go ahead and roll again.
Oh my god.
28.
That's another nat 20!
No!
Okay, so that raises a bid. But oh, I just clicked the wrong thing. By
Can we talk about the fact that the lowest
25?
number I've gotten is a 19?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want to talk about it.
Oh, you just a 19.
And
you know,
even
like, such a
even
bad
then, I
roll.
still passed.
okay, 25. Go ahead and roll again. I can't believe I got 2 nat 20s.
28.
28.
Jesus, I can?
No, 28.
Can't believe I got 2 nat 20s. God, so
28.
That is
I'm doing
that is
rolling.
that is
Oh
that was a nat 2. So that doubles the starting price.
it beats
So-
it by 20.
26.
It beat it by
Well, there's a
26 to
modifier.
2
There's a
beats
modifier,
it by
too.
over 20.
There's a modifier, but it's fine.
Okay, so it beats
That
it by
is-
15.
Poor lad.
Oh my
How do
god,
you-
it's over 3,000 gold.
DJ Gunn suffering from
3,275.
At what point
Two-
during
Con
this
artist.
does
75.
at what point during this does Brian's eyes just turn into solid gold bars?
You know that Mr. Krabs when like he sees
I've
money in
been
his
subtly
eyes, just, like,
influencing the price to go higher via the person sitting next to me.
Go ahead and roll again.
How many more rolls am I doing? 21.
Until
just
they
enough
manage to
make sure that
actually
you don't
buy
it
it.
yourself.
Hey.
Because they have to succeed to buy it.
Yeah.
I don't think
That
that's
is-
happening.
I just that was
You
it.
gotta
I
stop rolling once you
completed.
get.
Yeah.
like,
I
way
rolled a
up.
nat 19, so that would be plus modifier, so that is going to increase it by 75. So that is 3,350. Okay.
Woo!
Jesus.
Here's a question for you. This is important. Do you want to sell these? I'm telling you, do you want to sell them as a group, or do you want to roll in and try to get?
Do we
Oh
really
my
have to
god.
ask that
So,
question?
okay, here's the thing.
If we accidentally buy them, we're screwed.
3350
I
is
did roll 2 nat 20s,
right, but
so I
on
only
the other
succeeded
hand,
5 times.
I'm taking a look here at the that was in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 rolls, right? I don't think we're gonna get better than that.
Yeah.
Let's just double that number and be very happy.
Is
It's
it
up to
doubling
Don.
it,
What?
or
Like,
is
you know what?
it
There's a
3350
point where
for
it's
2?
too much,
You know
and
what?
then we screw
No,
ourselves
it
over.
It would be double.
It would be double.
Oh, it would be double. Yeah,
It'd be
we should definitely take that.
6,700.
I hope you both know that when we double it, each person in the party gets 1,116.
Holy fuck!
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't think we'll need to divide the money for Kale's Devil's Bloodleaf. We could just buy one outright.
Honestly,
No, that's
Yeah.
an amazing profit.
our money troubles are gonna be gone.
Exactly.
Well, not
It's
gone.
amazing.
I'm probably not actually buying the Devil's Bloodleaf right now. Just because it makes no sense to.
Holy fuck!
But the point is I think we're set. Dawn is just amazing.
Dawn?
At insult, and it's amazing.
Brian, is there a canonic way that Don actually helped with that? Because I'd love for Soren to have canonically helped get those prices.
Don, how did you help?
Oh, you're asking me this? I don't know the first thing about auctions. I don't know. I existed? I don't
Do you
know.
participate? Did you decide that you were going to also set
Yeah.
and raise the thing?
No, I got it. Dawn was being particularly obnoxious and giving that like I don't know,
Ooh,
giving
wait.
that guy to the one guy that was bidding against him constantly to purposely infuriate him, so that he would try to outdo Dawn just so that
I was smiling
he,
at him the whole
last
time.
laugh.
Also, they presented the eggs so they looked like they were in pristine condition because Dawn had kept the eggs so perfect
Oh my god!
on the
Yeah.
trip.
Really wet and smooth and shiny egg.
Don had used his nature skills or Soren had used his nature skills to
Cough +1.
Keep-
Cough.
Plus
nature magic
So-
there. Nature
I
magic
did-
to keep
I
them perfect.
did want to add that the house keeps 10%.
Yep,
Oh, that is true. Wait, what?
Yeah.
So
but, like,
each of you will be
670.
getting 1,005.
1005.
That's still plenty.
That's
Okay.
still
amazing.
plenty.
670 divided by.
It'd be
still
670.
plenty
You
of
just take one
70?
zero off.
Yeah, you just you just shave. a zero.
So 6,030 divided by 6 is 1,005.
Yep.
That's still a lot of money.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not to mention whatever's in that satchel from.
There's nothing in the satchel. It's just a satchel.
It's just a haversack itself.
No,
It's just-
no, from when you stole.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We did
yeah.
steal from that guy once.
Plus, if we pull off this heist the way we want to.
Ooh! Oh my God!
Yeah.
Yeah. It's exciting.
Can we make it canon that one of the eggs went to the?
Went to the jewel guy.
Yeah,
To the
The
broker.
No.
to the broker. No, he's very
No.
specific, and he would not purchase that. Understood. Understoodable.
Hey, understoodable is my thing.
Did that guy look at me at all?
No.
Everyone looked at
Um,
you, Soren.
That
Yeah.
guy did not.
Damn.
I mean, technically,
gonna
his
pull a
instinct's so
Brian.
high that he's the one looking at everyone.
It's gonna pull up
Now,
Brian and wave at him.
The last thing on the agenda that you guys might be interested in and may be able to afford is duty-free alchemy.
But,
What does it
Duty-free
do?
alchemy is basically all of the basic ingredients that you need for it's think about it's like a component pouch times 10. It's enough alchemy supplies to have your average herbalist shop open for a year or two.
Wow.
actually, I have an interest in that.
I wouldn't know what the
Wait.
first thing to do with that would be.
Wait.
I
hold
am
on.
not bidding.
I am an alchemist. I will bid. What's the starting bid?
That's
200.
that.
Also, we
200,
got we got our
perfect.
gold immediately, right?
No.
It's all
wait,
adjusted.
yeah.
It's all
No,
done.
but like
all
you
done
could
after.
you settle up after the auction, so we'd
Yeah.
have the money and we'd know how much we had.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll bid 200 for the starting price.
Are you bidding?
I mean, unless Soren wants to do it for me, but like I don't think.
I
he
mean,
would
you could
want
just
to.
tell me. Or you could ask me to.
Oh yeah, I could.
I
I'm
still
gonna.
do have enhance ability.
I'm gonna poke him on the shoulder from the other side with the mage hand again, and then I'm gonna turn him. Hey, you want to help me with something?
What is it you need?
So those alchemist supplies would do me at least some good. I think on the travels, being able to hold all of that.
So you're looking
If
for
you
me to
can,
bid on
you
them?
can try getting your hands on one, as long as it doesn't go too high.
How high are we talking?
I'll tell you when to stop.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Go ahead and roll me some die.
26. If I still have
Okay.
the +2, that is.
Jeez.
For this one, you don't have any because it's the inverse,
Ah,
right?
yeah,
You're not
24
setting a
then.
DC. You're buying. So, 24 that succeeds. So that is going to be two. Hold on, this here.
Dude, everyone gets 1,005 gold. Lamau.
That.
That is going to be plus 25.
Yeah, makes me not regret.
225.
Wait, 20 plus. Excuse me, plus 20. Wow, what am I fucking talking about? So it's 220. I don't know why I thought I said it at 250.
Oh!
220. With that, let me roll here.
I'm kind of glad we didn't roll for that other owlbear egg.
That is a failure.
We stopped at the right time.
Failure
it seems.
by. What the fuck? What am I looking at? So it's plus. Wow, I'm so dumb. Sorry, that's plus 50 gold for that.
Oh,
So 270. Because you failed by quite a bit.
I'm gonna glance at Edward and continue.
Yeah.
17.
17, that's a success. So plus 20 is 290. So you have.
26.
Hold on, let me count here because
Okay.
I wasn't counting.
I have
So
2.
that's two successes.
You get 3. That one succeeds.
Oh, that one succeeds. Yes. So that's plus
So 310.
25.
Oh,
Plus 25. Excuse me, plus 20. Why do I keep saying that? 310. Sorry. I don't know why. Because I set my prices at in the ones that I wrote down. Oh, I set it at 250, not 200, so I have to keep doing it manually in my brain. Okay. So 310.
17.
That's a success.
That's 4.
So 330. Okay.
Come on, one more success.
24.
I believe in you.
Let me roll.
We don't believe in your rules.
That
Emily.
is that is a success. So
Yay!
350. 350 is a total
350 is good.
to 105. 350. That's less than half. That's less than double the price, which is pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice
Yeah,
job.
you could probably find somebody to sell it to for 400 and make profit,
50 gold.
or just
Yeah, I
wanna
have
keep this
it.
item.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you all for participating in the auction. I know it was a little rough. It's a little bit more mechanical than roleplay heavy, but it's still fun because
Yeah.
gambling is fun.
I love it.
Gambling
Laughs
is
is plus
fun.
7.
Gambling is fun.
Okay.
Laughs is plus
After-
7 with advantage.
Remember
After
you.
the
Sorry.
After the auction has been closed, anybody who bought items or sold them, they eventually shuffle their way to the front desk. If they are, pardon me, if they sold items, they shuffle their way to the front desk, while those who bought make their way to the front to grab their items. To the stage.
I'm gonna very happily skip
Yeah.
where we're going.
Yeah.
May I have a chance to catch?
Absolutely.
the broker?
That's exactly what I was going to fade to.
Man
You
with the gold
see the broker stand up from his reclining position in the chair and make his way to the front. You
Actually,
see,
I'm gonna cast Whisper again on him, and I'm gonna say, "Meet me outside."
he kind of looks at you and kind of raises an eyebrow and kind of gives you a little shrug of the shoulder, in a playful way. You gather that he's probably saying yes.
Okay. Then I'm going to make my excuses.
Will I be seeing you around here again?
Quite probably, but for the time being, I might be heading out of town for a little bit. But if I come back, I will absolutely love the pleasure of your company again. Perhaps we can make a little bit more of a night out of it.
He hands you his sending card.
I will accept the sending card.
Which is exactly the information that somebody needs to send a message.
Yep.
In case. Because I think we've talked about it before, but
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's basically a business card, but magical.
yes, it's a magical business card. You see on there, his name is Chichuri Gamwich. And it says that his job is an agent.
So,
You have made a pretty good friend. Chichuri, yeah.
Agent. How do I spell that?
Agent or Chichuri?
Chichuri.
Oh, Chichurr.
Chichurr?
Why? Yeah.
Why?
Gamwich.
Gam.
Gamwic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how Brian just immediately forgot about the guy who like couldn't afford the cube. Literally.
Oh
Just...
no, that is the guy who
that's
couldn't
his
afford the
prime
cube.
goal, right? Kale's prime goal is literally just to get the cube.
I don't think that's
Although I am very interested.
So,
I don't think
as-
that's an
my
option
prime
anymore.
goal is to get the maximum benefit out of having gone to this auction, which is unlikely to involve the cube. If it involves the cube, I am very happy. What it is likely to involve is important contacts,
Yes.
information, the fact that this guy is an agent who's trying to get money for people who don't want to attend the, or trying to get items for people who don't want to attend the auction themselves. And he has a very hard limit with info,
Possible clients too.
Yeah.
right? There's not very many clients who can afford to drop 100,000 gold on anything, and that was his limit. That's info in and of itself.
Yeah.
This is all interesting.
Regardless,
Wait, so
you bid your adieu and make your way outside. While you and Soren both meet up to collect your money from the front desk.
That's why I messaged him. I also because I had to essentially say goodbye before I picked up my money. Because while I had said I was selling something, I was very much trying to appear as if I was by myself at that point, right?
Mhm.
Otherwise, it's very obvious what I'm doing.
You guys go up to the front desk and collect your monetary reward. If you haven't already, go ahead and add one. And in 1,005 gold.
He
yeah.
laughs at a +7
Absolute
with
legend.
advantage.
We need to do that every time we do
war,
auctions.
that is a lot of money.
It's
Hopefully
good. It's
next time
good.
It's good. It's
next time
good. It's
we come
good. It's
back, I'll have a higher
good.
one.
I'm so excited for you guys
right?
to have money. Because all the fun stuff is when you have money.
I have to spend what is it, 350 for the.
Mhm.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah. You go up and you collect your
Duty-free
your
alcohol.
bag. Now, no, your duty-free alchemy. It comes in a very specialized bag that allows it only allows the ingredients that are in it / to refill those. But so you can't use it as a bag of holding, basically.
But it is basically a.
It's a bag of
handy
holding.
haversack.
Yes, it's basically a bag of holding that lets you pull out the ingredients that you need.
Didn't Moonzik also get the
Handy haversack, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, and he also got the handy haversack
Gotta pay for it.
as well. Do you want me to? I can actually throw that here.
Yeah, how
Is
much
duty
was
free
that?
alchemy like an actual item in?
that was
75.
75.
Yes.
Yep.
Let
Dang, you
me
guys should've rolled
show.
for that, too.
Let me scroll this down into.
Yeah, we should have. Come on, Soren.
did I
Why did
put
we
that?
sleep on your
Hey,
+7?
Hey, oh, You know what? We could have probably bid on that spell book too.
We probably could have, but I'm not willing to drop 700 something for a 4th level spell right now. Maybe later, but not now.
Also, we didn't know
I love
how
how
well
he
those
own-
eggs were going
yeah.
to sell.
That is true.
There is the handy haversack.
Yay.
Do I know who
Heward?
got the spell book?
Oh, never mind.
Oh, who got the spell book? Yeah, let me pull that up here.
And how much they paid?
Oh, now I have to actually calculate it.
Yeah, just like make up a number.
Oh,
Sorry,
fuck.
this
Good
is important because both me and Rocky are interested in scribing spells. Me ritual ones, him any spell.
You can scribe ritual spells into your Warlock Tome?
Yup.
You know, I like this picture. We're gonna go with it.
Dude,
Let
you
me-
know, like,
I like
another
these.
thing
And
is,
it
if
doesn't
I have
cost
it,
me
you can scribe
anything.
it from my book. So if I got it, you get it by proxy.
You have what?
If you can scribe it from my book, so if I get it, you get it by proxy.
Yeah. It
I
actually,
like these like hand drawn pictures. I'm definitely really enjoying.
And drawn pictures look nice.
Okay.
Or-
So,
Yeah, so we're gonna
many
throw.
secrets.
The man who grabbed the spell book is a tall, stony faced, old elder elf, right? He seems to be walking about with an air of nobility and knowledge and like I'm better than you, right?
what a bitch.
He let me roll. Let's see. Success. Wow. Okay, he did really well. Let me just roll, see if he won this one too. I don't know, that was the failure. 2 more. And that is a success. So that's
Was he also the one who got the
3.
razor?
Yes. He was.
Oh, he's a divination wizard too, isn't he?
You don't know.
But it's a good guess.
The spell book sold what was 750 to what's half of 750?
350.
325. 375, I'm being dumb.
Oh, 750, not 700. Yeah, 375.
375. So that's 425. 425 plus. It's hard to do this all on the spot.
Yep.
He got it for 1,225 gold. And boss's razor
Is probably an absurd number that no one can even bother afford, even if we
somewhere in the
put all
ballpark of 30 grand.
Oh, that was a immediate failure. Ooh,
Yeah,
an immediate critical failure.
Nice.
So that is
Not for us. We don't care.
double
Still, I'm
30. Oh, I rolled. Actually, should probably not roll D100s. That helps. Okay, so, but the critical failure, that is another failure. That is a failure by 4, which is same as which is plus that is that no plus that. Oof, that sucks.
Basically, he's rich.
It's half. 6,000. Uh, 42,000.
42,000.
Jesus.
But yes, you see,
I'm going to, No, I wouldn't do that. No, it's
I
not
would, though.
in my
I'm gonna
character.
go up to him. I'm
I'm
ask-
gonna go up to him. I was considering doing something to pique curiosity.
why don't you let Rocky go up to him and you can go up to the broker or to have a conversation with the broker.
Okay.
If that's okay.
Yeah,
So that
for sure.
kind of it's spread
So
around.
he's the one that got the razor thing, right?
The razor and the spellbook.
Yeah, I'm gonna ask him. Do you have a particular taken interest in divination magics of the sort? I noticed you were able to snatch up the razor along with spellbook.
I have an interest in a lot of things.
You dabble in divination magic, or is it a lifelong pursuit?
Roll me a persuasion check.
Oh, persuasion. My charisma is only a +1. I
Make
did
that
not
plus
spec
one
into
work.
free skill.
You gotta make that +1
Work
work
that
for
plus
you.
one.
Yeah.
Hey, not bad.
16, that's good enough.
He kind of looks at you with like an air of disgust. Kind of like pulls his cheek in, and he says, "I have no interest in items of power, but those of rarity or historical significance that I do dabble in."
So you're a collector of sorts.
A historian, critic.
Oh, a historian. And does this particular tome or razor have any particular significant historical value?
Well, I think tomes are always rather interesting. Spellbooks, they always have a tale to tell. In terms of the razor, absolutely.
Did it belong to somebody famous? Or was it on the crux of an ebb of a divergence within some event long happened past before?
He nods at you and says, "Well, was once owned by Lucky Eimer, a leader in a
Wait,
local
who?
crime syndicate. Lucky Limar.
Okay.
He was a leader for a crime syndicate once around here. Always was one step ahead of the law. Few people knew that before he rose to his power in this criminal organization. He was schooled as a wizard. You would call him a sneak thief, always trying to prove himself as a way to a sneak thief, trying to prove himself was able to steal the razor, I presume, although was immediately caught by the local law enforcement. Anyway, that man was killed. It was, I presume it was Lamer's order. Nonetheless, somehow, it ended up here. Now, as curious as I am about the historical significance of it, I am very concerned about who was selling it and how they got a hold of it. It disappeared after the sneak thief murdered. Nonetheless,
Any particular law enforcement authorities that would have had jurisdiction over the possession over this particular item?
well, it was around here, so the local law enforcement. Nobody fancy.
No individual names?
Well, I have a feeling that that is none of your business.
Oh.
Oh, well, that's fair. I guess apologies for intruding upon topics in which I have no bearing over. I'm an adventurer by trade, and I know that you historian types generally don't fancy adventurers in possession of expensive or historically significant items on the basis that they may be damaged or lost. So I'm not going to ask for any items. I was just more keen about the insights surrounding all of this.
Well, I understand. He kind of looks at you down his long nose.
Well, do you think it'd be possible if I could, I don't know, perhaps sometime down the line, look at what the spells are within that spell book? Of course, I will provide necessary compensation of monetary value or otherwise.
Make a persuasion check at disadvantage.
Oh,
Make that +1 work for you.
you know what? It's disadvantage. I don't care. I'm gonna force an 18. Sorry, 17
Force
plus 1 from
7.
18.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He
Force
he he says maybe just maybe. Let me take a peek. And he goes and he kind of leaves you as he kind of saunters himself up to the front to retrieve his things. Let me pull this up here. He comes back and he says you inside of the book it contains a resilient sphere. It contains conjure minor element.
Okay.
Keep getting. It contains a non-detection.
Ooh, that's a must-have.
And stinking cloud.
A stinking
And actually, I forgot. I need to.
So you
God
rolled a
bless.
3 on the.
Four?
Oh,
Actually,
bless
rolled a
you.
4. And counter spell.
Ooh.
Yeah. I'm gonna say to him, well, that's a very, very nice and high-end spellbook you have there. Very high caliber, I would say.
I would say so.
Any particular, like I said, although I have no interest in keeping the book for myself beyond inscribing the spells within my book, I am an adventurer. If there's any favor or any monetary exchange that can be struck here, I'd be willing to at least partake with them.
You forced an 18, right?
Yes.
He looks at you and says, I can call if I have any card.
Would be much appreciated. Can I get a name?
No. I contact you.
Oh, very well. I guess I haven't introduced myself quite yet. Pardon my sudden lapse of manners. My name is Edward Snowgale. I hail from the Snowgale family, a relatively influential family of researchers and scholars alike. Have you heard of that name before?
I have. Sorry, I had to roll.
He's a historian. Like, worst thing you can do is make him roll history. Like, come on.
That's what I did.
Yeah.
Man's probably got a plus 10
I
bonus
have.
to history.
He does have a very high bonus history. I have heard.
Well,
As I
perhaps if you-
recall, they've been missing.
That's correct. Right now, I'm in the process of trying to find them. Also, I would like to add, you have a very, very, you have a very astute observation for the current political climate of a family such as my own, and I do greatly appreciate that you expressed enough interest to know the current circumstances surrounding my family. But as of now, I'm trying. I've taken a particular keen interest in the school of divination magic, as it is, in some capacity, a hope for me that it would aid in finding them.
Uh-huh. He kind of sniffles. Just quickly draws air into his nostrils. And I presume you expect me to aid you?
No, I wouldn't want to burden you with a trouble that is solely on my own to bear. But if there's anything I can do, perhaps any particular things from the household or manor or, research of the like that was once prevalent within the household or something, I might have at least some access to. I'm still in the midst of solving this mystery of the circumstances surrounding my parents myself.
Card.
He wants your sending card so he can send to you.
I don't
You don't have sending card.
currently possess a sending card.
He takes out of his pocket. He takes a small handful of coins and puts it in your breast pocket. Do you have a breast pocket?
Yeah, breast pocket.
Okay. He puts a few gold pieces in your breast pocket and says, "Get yourself a sending card."
I admire your generosity.
Go ahead and add 5 gold to your total gold.
Okay.
Where can I
If
send
you're
this?
interested, come back tomorrow. I'll be here for that auction as well.
I see. Well, pleasure to make you an acquaintance.
He nods his head and walks off without so much as looking back.
Well done, Edward. I think you made a very, very rough friend.
You're not here.
I don't blame him. I don't blame
not
him. A lot
here.
of the arcane scholars in this sort of... A lot of scholars in the sort of field with my parents' line of work are eccentric, and a lot of them quite cold. I'm not I'm not a stranger towards attitudes such like his, as...
Was
It
anybody
is not
watching
uncommon.
his interaction?
Probably Moonzik was.
Given that I'm here, the only we've now made it canon that I'm here. The only reason I wouldn't be out there is if I got interested enough in this conversation to watch it.
Well, if you are watching, roll me an insight check.
He's an asshole.
We get it.
Did not mean advantage.
Yeah,
Plus 17.
He is an asshole. In fact, both of you recognize
0.
the distaste of handing. It was intended as an insult, a
Yeah,
charity
no.
insult, to hand him the
Yeah.
5 gold.
And with his gratitude, his opinion was lessened. But
Yes, I know, but that's just me being polite. You don't just tell him, oh, I don't, like, 5 gold. Right?
actually, given I'm watching this and I know this is an insult, the Fae are incredibly petty people.
Yeah.
I am going to slip
boy.
him a note, including 5 gold, as he passes me, that simply says, "Oh no, you look like you need it more than we do."
No, don't do that. Why would you
Go
do that?
ahead and roll me
Yes!
a sleight of hand check.
No, come on.
Oh
my
God.
you know what? You're completely right. I shouldn't do that because that would hurt.
That
Solid.
would completely
So-
destroy.
Solid?
Solid.
Or Edward. So instead of
Go.
instead of associating it with Edward, it would say a concerned passerby.
Okay.
Like, also don't.
Hey.
Oh, I'm a be sassy, but it'll be very clear in the letter, like, that it was somebody who had seen the interaction. Not somebody who was... Not you.
Okay. Roll me a sleight of hand.
And you don't see this yourself, so plausible
Oh
deniability.
my god.
Oh.
Nope. Because
Um,
you mage-handed.
Speaking of that, did you do it with Mage Hand?
Yes.
Okay. You see, you try to move the little letter in 5 gold, slip it into his pocket. As soon as the mage hand goes into his pocket, he immediately reaches in and grabs it and reads it. And roll me an insight check.
Oh, by the way, I have a huge smile on my face. I'm not trying to hide. Now that,
Hey yo!
You see his face is stoic. He doesn't have any expression at all. As he makes eye contact with you, you can see a glimmer in his eye of excitement.
I just have this big beaming smile, and I'll dissipate Mage Hand and give him my best court curtsy.
He without any change in his facial expression, he turns and walks.
He just leaves.
And you won't kick out.
But
My
he
manners
seems
were impeccable.
amused.
Yeah, as impeccable
You seem-
as slipping
he-
a snarky note into his bag could be.
Yep.
He seems amused. These are some powerful people you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Interesting choices you all are
This
making.
man just dropped
good,
like
it's
what,
great.
60k?
The next day we
On-
find Brian dead on the floor. Oh no!
Oh no! This is how high court intrigue works, my friend.
Yeah, why do you think everybody in why do you think there's so many dramas surrounding royal courts? It's because they're all drama queens and kings, but only in the literal sense.
And we make mountains out of molehills. If I were to not respond to the insult, I would lose respect. That was by far the correct response.
Probably.
As he saunters off. Do you meet the broker?
Yes, absolutely. I step outside, around a corner, and simply wait. Or if he is already waiting for me, then...
The air is crisp tonight. It is definitely a chill. You can't see your breath, but you would almost feel better with the confirmation that it was in fact that cold. But on this chilly eve, you wait for a few minutes for the broker. You
Where's the
see
broker?
that actually really caught me off guard.
It caught me off guard too. I'm like, what the fuck did he just make a fucking Batman reference? No. Well done, Rocky.
The man nearly floats around the corner as he makes eye contact, and you hear in your head, so we prefer communication this way?
Actually, I prefer talking, but I couldn't help but be impressed with you. Not many people, even magic practitioners, can tell specifically who or where a spell is being cast from, even if they know it is being cast.
Observant. He kind of holds his hand in front of his face, very similarly to how you see in the picture, as he kind of moves his fingers. You see a forked tongue lick his lip as he says, "What can I say? I'm a talented individual."
And, given your reaction, I'd say you'd be very interesting to talk to. Hence why I wanted to meet.
You can call me the broker. And you are...
Brian.
Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh, I love him.
This guy is shady AF.
Oh.
You feel him probe into your mind. He's using detect thoughts. Let
Okay,
me
I'll
send that.
start giving him some of the thoughts. Oh, this will be fun, is the first one he hears. And then, as he gets to probe deeper, because I know he's doing this, so he has to probe deeper.
Mm-hmm.
And he's clearly not as scared as he should be.
Consume.
Consume.
Okay.
I have
I'm reading. Hold
yeah.
on. I'm gonna copy and paste this so that you can see what I can see.
I'm very familiar with this spell.
Holy shit.
I'm not, so
Yeah.
I'm just gonna read it real quick here. Okay. Gains insight into its reasoning, its emotional state, and something that looms large in your mind. Something that you worry over, love, or hate. If
So
it's okay,
looming
I
large-
would.
I'll tell you everything he's gonna get. Looming large in my mind is the worrying interaction with Ukatoa. So he'll get that. That's pretty much the only dangerous thing he's gonna get. I am clearly jovial and happy at this point. I am not offended by him breaching into my mind. If anything, I think his boldness is intriguing and interesting. Although he will get this feeling, both, and I'll just say this out loud, and he'll get this resounding through him, that it's definitely cheating, and it lowers my opinion of his observational skills at least a little bit. I'm still impressed, but like, come on, you could have figured out most of this without the spell. And I'm basically taunting him into dropping
With
it.
your own mind.
Yeah.
You are quite the interesting individual, Brian. Dealings with an eldritch leviathan.
Well, given that you're diving so deep into my mind, don't you think it's fair if you share a little bit of where you get your power from?
My power is my own.
Sorcerer? Interesting.
I would love to explain it to you, but I'm
Please.
afraid it would break that mind of yours. And you can tell, like, you can roll the best insight you want. He is this like kind of joking, like playful manner that he's been going on with, he is completely serious about that. It would break your mind.
PBEG, is that you?
My okay. The explanation or the way you would do it?
Specify again for me. I'm a little lost on what you mean.
Would the explanation break my mind, or would the manner in which he was explaining it break my mind?
Oh, the explanation. Probably the manner as well.
Really? Now that is interesting. All the time that you can read through my Feywild mind, dealing with all Feywild creatures, and you would be the one to break my mind. And you're so certain, too. I'll be honest, it makes me a little curious to know more.
He, you see him kind of like, suddenly from his hand, he produces a rose that is completely made of solid gold.
Oh.
And he hands it to you, just kind of gestures it out for you.
Why, thank you.
A token for your curiosities. Curiosity, excuse me.
I am definitely... What do I have in my spells? What do I have in my spells?
Identify?
No. There's something very specific I'm looking for. I can do that as a ritual. That's not very useful right now. Damn it.
No, detect magic.
Now I have a question for you. This most wonderful gift of yours, given the way you've spoken, I'm very curious what would happen if I were to plant this.
That would be curious indeed. His expression doesn't change. He just has that faint.
I shall have to talk with one of my druid friends about this. Or, rather, my single druid friend about this. Perhaps he could tell me whether this was still alive.
Curious. I like you, Brian.
I think
Maybe
I like
we'll
you
meet
as well.
Maybe we'll meet again.
May I hazard a question just before you go? With all your many talents, why the interest in magical artifacts that you could purchase for much less than what you were willing to drop on it here?
Roll me a persuasion check at advantage. I know it seems a little silly, but I think...
Yeah. Advantage and persuasion.
Okay. He looks at you and he says, well, see, I am a purveyor, an agent of sorts, for things and beings much more powerful than us.
Find that hard to believe.
There are some entities whose very presence would destroy lesser beings. And unfortunately, I am bound by a contract. An ancient contract. I cannot steal or otherwise take an item. Therefore, I follow these Byzantine rules, depending on the item. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. But that's all of the information you know about me.
So
He
then you and
takes-
I are not that different after all. He could see my mind going at about 1,000,000 miles a minute trying to understand the ramifications of what he said.
Fucking moonsick.
You have, from what you can gather, if you haven't already, I'm just going to tell you this just in case. This is an entity that is not from this material plane.
I've got that. I've also decided to characterize him as not humanoid, so the suggestion won't work on him.
Correct.
He'll even see that realization, actually.
Absolutely.
And I want to see his reaction to that realization when I put that together.
You see he takes a step closer, and he runs the side of his nail down the side of your face. So he says, "You're a smart girl, Brian."
Oh, you really must not talk to me like that.
I must away.
Aw,
I'll see you again.
not if I see you
And-
first.
As he is in front of you, you can almost feel this tingling down the side of your cheek for where his finger grazed, very gently. As his form in front of you seems to fracture and fractal and break. It started with his eye, a simple crack, as it sprouted from his eye to encompass his entire being, before it spread so rapidly and so fast, as if it all disappeared to dust.
Sweet,
But the
Doc.
tingling of your face still lingers.
Sweet, I love Doctor Strange.
Do I feel his presence disappear from my mind?
Yes.
What an interesting character. And I'm going to add Broker's Gold Rose to my inventory. And I will keep that, and I'll just put that in whatever high pocket I would have for a flower on my outfit. And I'll go back inside to talk to the party.
Okay. Anything else people would like to do while they're here? Interesting characters still lingering.
Soren's just gawking over his bank account now.
Hi, guys.
Hi. Where?
I gotta go get me a sending card printed.
You really shouldn't have accepted his offer, by the way. Like, yes, accept his offer of the book for him being able to ask you for a favor down the line. That's actually a pretty good deal, but come on, man. You don't accept an insult.
Yeah, well, I mean,
He didn't
Usually
know it was
from-
an insult. He's never been like.
oh, I know the measly amount of gold that he provided, as if I didn't have that. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Usually people who are snarky, who are, you know, who are cold and, rude, I guess, have their way. Rejecting it is sort of like a spit in their face in response to their spit in the face. Usually it's simpler just to give them what they want as part of a negotiation. Usually they're straight and concise, straightforward, and they don't like idle chatter or superficial gestures, I would say.
Perhaps I simply have too much, have had too many lessons drilled into me by my parents.
Possibly. Well, I mean, if it's fair, my parents did not were not really particularly always within an influential circle of wealth. They were more inclined towards scholarships and arcane studies. And one of the things when they were starting up, at least, when they weren't even a name that was recognized commonly, was one of the things they had to do was simply ask of people with more wealth than them in order to sponsor them.
5 gold is no sponsorship.
5
Huh.
gold is not intended to be a sponsorship, it's a statement.
Yes. I suppose all's well that ends well.
We could sit here
Right.
and talk about semantics like that all day, but we do have something we must move on with.
True. Oh, Soren,
Yellow?
I had a rather interesting, encounter, and I want to know something about, this rose here. I have reason to believe it might actually still be alive. Do you have a way of confirming my suspicions?
Where in the world did you get that?
Is that
Do you
thing?
remember the man who put down a silly amount of money on a cube of force for seemingly no other reason than to prevent it from falling into the hands of another?
From where I was sitting, he was I definitely saw him, but I couldn't quite make out the man himself. But he seemed odd.
Man would probably be a misnomer.
What do you mean?
Meaning, I had a conversation with him. And as a reward for both my curiosity and ability to glean the true nature of this being, this is what he handed me. For the pleasure of my company.
Interesting.
I suppose
And
we can
then,
try.
when he left, he seemed to simply fractal out of existence.
Such powerful magic. I imagine he's probably very dangerous.
Definitely. Very dangerous. Incredibly interesting, too, but that's besides the point. The point I was... One of the things I needed to mention was simply that, I found, well, when he handed me this rose, what I noticed was how intricately it was designed, like it has grew itself. And when I asked what would happen if I planted it, he said that the results would be interesting. I have no reason to discount that.
If it is still alive, then planting it is definitely something that we could do, but whether it's, even if it is alive, whether it's alive or not, I think we should also have Edward identify it.
I suppose that would work. I'm sure it's magical in some way.
I mean, if you can give it on to me for 10 minutes, I can at least take a peek at its properties.
Sure. A rose from me to you.
How cheeky.
I'm gonna chuckle. I'm gonna take the rose and I'm going to cast Identify Ritually.
You spend the next 10 minutes casting this spell. At the end, you have a sharp pain in your mind. And as your hand reaches to your face to kind of like grab it, you hear in your mind, Brian, I don't think it will be as easy as that.
I think
A
back.
puzzle, if you will.
Oh, you are fun. Please don't hurt him. I kind of like him.
The pain fades. It was just an instant.
There's something preventing me from...
You can
It's
see his
not
smile on
so
my
much preventing, and you know this, it was too big for your brain
Oh.
to comprehend right now. I'm sure if you were much higher level, you could,
Yes.
or if you had a slightly higher intelligence,
no!
you probably could.
If we had
But
a certain magic item that boosts divination magic spells,
yeah,
then that
absolutely.
would be an instant win, right?
Oh no! Big bad evil guy, how you doing?
I don't think he's evil.
He's powerful, but he's not evil. Yet. We don't know if he's evil or not.
Perhaps an ally.
Hey. I'm gonna take back the rose and I'm gonna be like, well then.
You look at the rose, and it seems to have changed. Ever so slightly, you see that around the tips of the petals, they have become... there's just a hint of red around just the outer rim.
As if it's losing its gilding, or as if it's been changed but it's still clearly gold?
It is gold, but it's just the outer lip. I mean, literally just the very tip. Almost like a finger just brushed against the top of it. Of
I'd
each of the
like to
petals.
touch it. Is it, is the material itself still red gold? Or is it just...
It's a different material, but it's still hard.
And not... Okay, it's still hard. It's not going to a flower consistency.
Right.
Interesting.
I am definitely going to be keeping this with me. We'll see what planting it does. But clearly, this was meant
as a sort of puzzle.
Either, well, both as a sort of puzzle and as a degree of token of interest. The broker, huh? What an interesting name.
Is that what his name was?
Something like that.
Brokers love deals. Perhaps, if one of us can figure out this puzzle that he's so kindly left us, we might be able to form some sort of deal.
Are you looking for another warlock patron?
No, of course not. Just, I find him interesting is all.
I mean, people that are interesting. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're open. You know, they're a good idea to turn into a patron. So,
You can deals with somebody without it turning into a warlock deal. Jeez, man.
I suppose so. I guess this is a puzzle that we need to solve for another day. Right now, I feel like this is out of the scope of my abilities, and also my head really hurts from doing that.
It actually doesn't hurt anymore. The pain was very quick and sharp. It ended.
Acute pain.
Well, I'm sorry to give you a headache. Now, we had more things to do tonight, didn't we?
Yes, the den. For some reason I want to call it the Blue Lion Den, but I don't think that's quite right.
Blue Moon.
Blue Moon. I don't know why I was thinking Fire Emblem.
Well,
As you walk out into the cold night, a lot of you, in search of maybe some masks that you can either make or buy. But that'll be the last thing we do before ending the session. So,
We get a card, sending card.
God damn it.
oh yeah, you can. You would get that at the Hawk in the Wind delivery and notary.
How much would that cost?
But there,
5
Five.
For
gold.
like a stack, not just one.
Five.
Like for a couple.
5 gold
For a stack.
for a selection. Yes, enough to have, and to keep in your inventory without necessarily keeping track of it. You're like passing it out
Yeah,
at a festival or
Sending
something.
cards. Plural.
But but you'll need to wait until the Hawk in the Wind delivery notary is open. It is currently midnight.
We just say that like after the session, I do it tomorrow. Like in game tomorrow.
We'll see what happens. I don't know. You guys might not be alive.
Oh, whoops, Brian! Did you just kill us all?
possibly.
She's not the one that's leading you guys into a heist.
You're right.
So, if you are planning on going into the Blue Moon Den, you will need to have a mask or some sort of face covering. Not all, and this is pretty clear, you can just wear like a simple cloth, but most of the time face masks are pretty ornate from what Dardic was telling you.
Yeah, people are gonna judge you if you walk in with a potato sack with 2 holes cut in it.
Yeah. But you can make your own. Like I'm told you guys want to purchasing.
What do you mean a potato
But
sack?
as you
No, go ahead.
go for it.
I was just being...
As you
Go.
As you exit the Art Dynasty of Excellence and make your way towards the direction of the Blue Moon Den. You see Altiafi Avenue. Still bustling with activity despite the late hour. There are many different carts out and people wandering, enjoying the late night music from wandering musicians who've taken spot in the streets and open taverns in the lake. As you walk on to this the side of the city.
Well, let's say we go find ourselves an inconspicuous mask.
Are you kidding me? I want to find the most conspicuous mask out there. I've had far too much fun tonight.
Well, each to their own. I just don't want to draw any more attention, given that we're planning a heist as a whole.
I mean, if attention is drawn to us here, what is it going to do? We're anonymous. And
That's not what I wanted.
And once we do the job, we'll remain anonymous from there as well.
Fair enough.
So have a little fun. Maybe you could find a mask that resembles Cole and some like.
Well, I mean, yeah, I will admit it would be cool to have a crow mask.
That's the spirit.
I would like to do shape water into an intricate mask and then freeze it.
Oh, that's cold.
The question is, will you allow me to re-up the time that it stays frozen to keep the mask on the entire time? Or would I have problems with the damage that it would deal? Remembering that being a warlock of the deep, I do have a degree of resistance against cold damage.
I think it's a cool fun idea with no heavy mechanical reason why it wouldn't be fine. Like it's chill. It's just the rule of cool here.
Okay. I'm gonna smirk. I'm gonna ask, can I try that mask on? It looks really cool.
Yeah. It will remain frozen if you're trying to melt it.
I'm gonna put it on my face and it's gonna melt.
It will remain frozen. Control water. I freeze things. It stays frozen.
Yeah. It stays frozen until someone melts it. Emily, what's your ruling on this harmless?
God
Rocky,
damn it.
it's not. I'm just trying to let him have the rule of cool. It's true. Literally.
Yeah, but cool is only literal.
Rocky!
I know, I'm just messing with it.
God damn it.
God damn it, Rocky. Good old God damn it, Rocky.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm trying to think of a good mask. Trying to think of a mask design to be good for Moonsick. I don't know. None come to mind.
There are plenty of people with carts and the like selling various accoutrements, from jewelry to fabrics and the like.
Oh, I've been missing this, actually. It's been a real hassle since I lost my mask of many faces. Excuse me. Do you happen to have ear cuffs?
Oh, she says, "Oh, yes, we do, right over here." And the woman at this little jewelry stand that's been set up pulls out a set of silver ear cuffs,
Thank you.
and she says, "That'll be that'll be 3 gold." She gives you a big toothy smile.
Will they? May I try them on first? I'm afraid I'm a rather peculiar fit.
She nods her head.
I'm going to try them on. Specifically seeing whether I can put them on in such a way where they lessen how much of my ears people can see.
When you're talking about ear cuffs, what kind of ear cuffs are you? Because I imagine like that kind of fix on the side of the ear, not on the tip. Are you talking about the tip?
I was talking about the top of the ear. And essentially, since elf ears go to a tip, this would be to try and like tuck it and make it appear smaller. Or, if all else fails, at least make the ears themselves look like the reason that they look so large is because of the cuff and not due to them actually being large. She's essentially trying to use the jewelry to replicate the effect of making her look closer to a wood elf than an Eldraine elf.
I'm trying to visualize what you're talking about. Like, I know what you're going for, but I'm actually trying to visualize what it is, and I'm having a hard time. Could you draw it?
I know what it looks like on a human. I'm having trouble visualizing it on Brian herself.
Okay.
But essentially, it's on the back of the ear and goes up over top of it.
Because if this, I mean, this is kind of, if this is your ear, right?
Mhm.
I'm picturing like a cuff like this, like over the top.
So the reason why it would have trouble fitting is because, yes, it goes over the top, right? But it also curves over to like that, almost. And
Oh, like the
cuff,
chain?
yeah, but like it's a cuff the entire way through, right? Is what I'm looking for. And the hope is that I would be able to use said cuff to essentially make the ear seem smaller, and it would not be comfortable.
So I will say, yeah, you can absolutely find that. I get what you're going for. It would not hold up under scrutiny.
No, it's not supposed to. It's just meant to, at a glance, despite being a little bit painful, make her ears look closer to a wood elf's than a elder
And
elf.
I wouldn't necessarily even call it painful. It's just kind of like in front of to draw attention to it, rather than the ear, right?
Right.
It's lines, visual lines. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No need to self-flagellate.
Yeah. I'll spend the 3 gold, especially since it's comfortable. Or more comfortable, and... Okay. Thank you very much.
You look beautiful. Pleasure doing business with you.
And then I'll tuck the tips of my ears behind my hair so that I basically have false ears, almost.
Sure. Perfect.
That's better, I suppose.
Okay. Anybody else?
I would like to get a crow mask. I know that sounds kind of basic, but I would like to get a sort of a crow mask that sort of like has feathers, like close. You know how heat rises, right? Right, and Edward is literally just a walking fire person. So, obviously, like there's a layer of air around his skin that's sort of like constantly rising, right? I want to sort of get like a mask with like a crow to like get like slightly sort of like light feathers near the top so that like the air that's circulating around his head is sort of causing the feathers to sort of just constantly, I don't know,
Ripple?
yeah, ripple sort of and have that kind of
Cool.
effect.
Yeah, that's cool. You find one that's made of feathers, and that's going to cost you 5.
Okay, we'll spend 5.
Soren is going to be looking for a mask that is only covering the right side of his face. It's kind of like split right down the middle of his face.
Like
but only
Phantom of
covering
the
right.
Opera?
Yes, but not as
Okay.
far on the forehead.
So
It's
we've
like
got
perfectly split down the middle.
we've got Ice
Okay.
Queen, Phantom of the Opera, and Plague Doctor.
I know what I want to do for my face mask, and it is fucking stupid.
And
What
for
is
the
it?
mask itself, I'm looking for either a dark purple, a black, or a dark blue.
Which one do you want?
I'm gonna go with like the dark blue, or the dark blue.
3 gold.
3 gold.
Cameron, are you gonna go for the Hamburglar
gosh.
from McDonald's mascot?
Oh boy.
A funny idea, but no.
Right.
Oh,
COVID
Buy the
mask.
Ronald McDonald mask.
COVID
Now in
One
celebration
of the
of
blue
us,
hospital.
Get the surgical mask.
now in celebration of us picking up on Thursday, I want to find a Monokuma mask.
No.
Okay. Shows them the teddy bear. Can you make a mask that looks like this?
Yes.
Teddy bear has been traded.
No, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
No, it hasn't.
The stuffed cat was.
Ah,
Yeah.
you right. You right.
No, I still have my Monokuma bear plushie.
So the Monokuma the Monokuma mask is half the face.
Like I was gonna go with the full mask, where like the one half is like white, and the other half is black with a red eye, and like the eye, like the red eye could be like just like tinted see-through plastic. I don't know.
Okay, this is pretty specialty, but Monokuma does exist as a character in this world apparently. So,
At this point, yeah.
roll me a d20.
Oh. I'm guessing this is for like quality. Oh no.
Okay. You cannot find one that's exactly what you're looking for. You do find a bear mask. You think maybe you could paint it, but it's just like literally a mask that looks like the snout and like upper head of a bear, like a real bear. Not like a real bear, but like not a cartoon bear.
Yeah. Ah, hell, I'll go with it. Why not?
Okay.
3 gold, I take it?
Yeah.
Or-
Oh, 5. No, excuse me. That was.
Okay. That's...
And last but not least, Lily? If you're still here.
Windjam will get a mask that is made of seashells.
Ooh.
Cool. That's pretty easy to find. What do you want it to look like?
Like mermaidish, I guess. Shiny. White seashells.
Covering your whole face? Half your face? The upper half? The lower half?
The other
You're easily able to find that. That's going to cost you 5 gold pieces.
Okie dokie.
You have many different options when it comes to seashell masks.
He sells seashells on the seashore.
But the value of those cells will fall.
Okay. As the lot of you begin to head towards the Blue Moon Den. Oh, sorry. I thought I was still in. That is where we're going to end tonight's session.
All right.
Oh, right. I didn't even get to use that 20.
You'll still have it for next time. Same day.
All
Same
right.
day. Okay. That's up to
Thank
me.
you all so much for coming out to watch tonight. For those of you on YouTube, we do this every Monday at 3:30 Central, 4:30 Eastern over at twitch.tv/RichardHyperion. You can also look in the description below. I'll have the link there in each of the videos. If you like this video, drop a like. If you want to leave some feedback, positive or maybe something critical, feel free to leave a comment. If you want to see more, what the fuck is the phrase? Subscribe to the channel. I'll have more.
Professional YouTuber, we know how to ask for subscribers.
No, I'll have more content posted weekly. Otherwise, if you want to recommend me to your friends, I'm always looking to have more of an audience to share with everyone. So, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in the next part. See you later.